everybody, this is the last in our series that deals with philosophical stakes. In our first drop, we introduced the philosophical stakes and discussed why it adds a layer of meaning and depth to our stories. In the second drop, we spoke about how the internal goal of your protagonist should be in direct opposition to the philosophical stakes. Now, in this drop, I'd like to deal with how adding the philosophical stakes can explain to the readers why your protagonist is struggling emotionally. To do this, let's examine the great Toni Morrison's novel, Song of Solomon. The protagonist in this book is Milkman. He's the African-American son of a cold-hearted and selfish father who is a landlord, maybe even a slumlord. We see Milkman grow up, and by the time he's in his 30s, he's drifting with no belief in the community or family and has no sense of self. He wants to break free of his past by finding gold that his father says is hidden in a cave down south. So his external goal is finding the gold. His internal goal is freedom from the community and family where he feels alienated. And he's already in conflict with the unloving father, but is also in conflict with his mother when he learns about her incestuous actions. And then he goes on himself to have an incestuous relationship with his cousin. And he's also in conflict with the local community, where Morrison, in a great piece of symbolism, depicts Milkman in a scene where he's walking in the opposite direction of a mass of people in his town. But the philosophical stake in the story is it worth discovering who you are and where you come from? This puts him in opposition with not just all the conflicts I mentioned, but also with his internal goal or stake of escaping his family and community. And he also struggles when he gets revelations of why his family is the way it is, and why the community at large is the way it is. And that shows us the rawness of his emotional struggle. And it creates a greater depth to the story than what would have been there if there was only an external and internal stake and no philosophical stake.